What were we doing again? We're investigating the incident at the Grand Market, weren't we? Alright. Now. Ooh. I think, yeah, we're supposed to go talk to those guys over there, but I kind of want to gather a little more information. Let's talk. What's going on, Baron Poe? Oh. Please don't ignore my desperate pleas. What? Oh. Ah. 300,000 or perhaps... That's nuts. That... Excuse me? Like, I've heard of being kind of, like, disconnected from reality of, like, a rich kid situation, but that seems a little bit much. That's a really sad way to put it, Dress. But I understand where you're coming from. You'd rather... At the end of the day, even if the market doesn't make a ton of money this year, it'd still be worthwhile to at least look at it fondly. Especially for an older merchant like that, I imagine, like, there have been years where things go bad. You know, if you've been doing it for 40 years or some odd, I'm sure there's been other political issues in the past that have caused the market to be less than profitable, but... Oh, you got yelled at for your teasing her yesterday. Oh, well, that's really nice of you, Susie. Oh, and he's gonna give her a token of his apology. Oh. That's not really... I mean, yeah, he was being mean, but I'm not sure it's that much different between country or city kids. I think they're all... I think there are bullies abound. How are you feeling about all this, Olive? Oh. Interesting. So he's trying to protect her from it, in a way? Interesting. So the Archbishop is sending him letters. Perhaps the church is aware in some way of what's going on, or is trying to shield some of its members from it a little bit? Discord has been on the rise in Celtic for a while. Oh, even the father has been trying to... That's really nice of you, Zerbel. I mean, the church doesn't necessarily... There's not really an obligation, I guess, to speak up in, like, political issues, but at the same time, I imagine they have some sort of... Like, they do have a stake in it, obviously. Interesting. This is just really what I enjoy about this game, is that even when anything happens, like, everyone reacts to things, even, like, characters you don't think would be that important. Like, even if they have tangentially have some sort of stake in it, everyone in the world is part of it. Like, everything that's happening, like, matters. Yeah, I can see that. There's been, like, an industrial revolution. Huh. I guess the world is sort of leaving them behind in a way. I'm sure that's a fear that a lot of people have, especially today. And I'm sure it wasn't much different back during, like, an industrial revolution where the technology wasn't so electronic, certainly, but mechanical technology and steam and coal and all that would have definitely left a lot of people uncertain. Hey, no problem, Annabelle. You're welcome. I mean, there was a lot of money in there. Perhaps it's all the money she has. I don't know necessarily that it's saving her life, per se, but it might have had a similar effect, because maybe she'd have a hard time leaving. Or going home, as it were. Mina and Lulu. That's an adorable cat. Oh. What's up? Okay. Oh, it's that drunk that we were talking... Joseph, was it? Yeah. Definitely, Laura. That seems a little bit of a stretch, but okay. Well, that's good of you. He's not from town? Okay, so he's from out of town. I agree, Elisa. If he's drinking in the middle of the day and is not Sarah, then we know he's not a merchant at least. I guess that's a way to look at it. Yep, worth chatting with him again. Johnson. I was wrong. It was a different J name. I was going to say, it's midday. I mean, he's been drunk since we got here, so for at least, like, 3 days now. Yeah, he definitely seems like he probably would have an issue somehow sneaking in the dead of night, breaking 2 stalls, and stealing everything. That seems unlikely, but... can we help you out here? Because you look like maybe you require assistance, sir. Ah. Okay. Looking after the nature park was your job. What happened then? I mean, see, it's possible we assume that he was a drunk and that's why he lost his job, but it's also very likely that he became a drunk because of losing his job, especially if he just arrived. Although, if he was taking care of, yeah, Lunaria Nature Park, wouldn't he have lived here anyway? Because it's pretty nearby. Okay, so he used to be the park ranger. But we saw those other park rangers there and they kind of shoot us away. Maybe he had interfered with the work or something? He just came and took it all from me. A damned official. Okay. We kind of have to take with a grain of salt what he's saying because he's drunk, but he also doesn't necessarily have a reason to lie, per se. It's not like we're threatening him or anything. Like, he has no... He's just kind of opening up, so... Okay. A bunch of kids in ranger uniforms went walking out of town through the west exit. Huh. Well, that's incriminating. We have an eyewitness, at least. Well, it's sort of all falling into place. They're pushing us away because they're trying to hide something in there, which is very likely the goods that were stolen, so it stands to reason perhaps those park rangers were the ones involved. Yeah, that's suddenly falling together very conveniently. Alright. Yeah, well, you start sobering up. We got some work to do. Drink lots of water, dude. Alright, we got a dungeon crawl ahead of us. So we gotta make our way down the highway. We're rested, aren't we? Yeah, we're good on items. Do I have any money? About 1,000. I don't have any mass. I guess I might as well just go. I don't think there's anything else we need to do around here. We did chat with pretty much everybody. Without other optional quests. Yeah, so let's go. On the highway, there should be another boss to fight. So let's go check that out.
We should take a right here to reach the nature park.
I agree. Oh my goodness, the lag.
Let's go.
I tried to do way too many things at once, I guess. Insulating tape. Okay. I just loaded up the game, so I know that I have some caching issues.
Let's get him.
It's mostly just trying to pull up audio files, I find, for some reason, seem to take some time. Trying to work on why that might be, but it's a little hard to do a lot of computer work right now. I don't know why I used Autumn Leaf Cutter. It wasn't going to hurt them. Although they're going to die to these 2 attacks here, so I might as well just move, I guess.
Huh? Is everybody okay?
We did it, boys. Easy. Not a lot of commentary for the enemies at this point. I've basically fought them many times, so... The big thing is going to be this boss coming up, which I think is that weird shaped thing on the bridge over there.
Right.
See if we can't put him to sleep and save ourselves some trouble here.
It's my turn.
Oh, we got one.
Now.
I'll pick you up.
My turn.
My turn.
Easy enough. Oh, the free crit.
Evil will fall before my blade.
Cool. Sorry, just getting text messages real quick here. Alright. Warning. There's a boss here.
Careful, this one looks strong.
Here we go.
Like an angry owl.
All right, let's do this.
Let's buff ourselves and start hitting them.
It's my turn.
I want you to actually change links here. And we're going to approach left and right instead. We should have time to use Detector, so I'm going to use Resounding Beat here first, so that way Laura and Reen can get in there with some buffs. And then we're going to send Laura right in. Can she get an attack? She can. Okay, perfect. Yeah, it's pretty healthy. It's going to get a crit here, too, which is not good. Oh, never mind. Because he cast the spell, he loses the crit turn, but that doesn't really matter because it still hit us like a truck. Maybe I can get a burn.
Turn to flames. Burn.
It's a shame that he cast that spell so fast. Otherwise, we might have gotten an impede in at some point. I can't really take the time to focus on Reen's health just yet, so we're going to go ahead and Autumn Leaf Cutter to get behind him.
Now's our chance.
Get another shot in from Elisa. And you get some health back. Cool. We're going to use Armor Breaker. Get his defense down. He's burning, it looks like, too. We're going to use this time to get our Detector cast in.
Analysis complete.
Approaches bird of prey. Pulls prey upwards with whirlwinds and then catches it with its sharp talons. Okay.
I can do this.
It's already burning. Wait, mental efficacy. Does that mean he's weak to fire? Or I don't actually know how to read this screen. Well, we'll hit him with a fire spell and see whether or not Heat Wave hurts. If it does, cool. If not, then we'll have our answer. He cast that spell so fast. That's irritating. It worked alright. Is it only going to hit Reen? That's actually good for us, then. Reen is going to take a lot of damage, but if that's the only thing he's really doing, then I'm not too concerned. Because I can supplement Reen's health without a whole lot of problems.
Now. I'll pick you up. Right.
I wonder if Earth Lance is going to be any good. We're going to use
I can do this.
Elisa's Blessed Arrow? No, that range is awful. Okay. I didn't even realize. Thelos is a revive, but it also heals a little bit, so we're going to go that route. Yeah, it's about to smack Reen in the mouth.
Go.
I've got you.
Earth Lance hurt? Eh. Her damage is kind of hit or miss here.
Thanks.
Of course. Shatter!
Refresh our
Off guard.
armor break.
I'll back you up.
Ow.
Go. Ha! Go.
Well, we basically got this well in hand. I don't
I've got
see him doing anything too dangerous going
I can
forward.
do this. Turn
Drop
to
another
flames.
flamberge just for the funsies.
Now.
Maybe we'll get the burn.
My
I
turn.
think we did. We did. Cool. Needle shot.
Focus activate. Ha!
Hey. Good job, Elliot.
Alright, let's keep going.
I think we came out of that with full health, too. Or at least something close to it.
Nicely done.
Hey, level ups.
Not bad.
Ooh. We defeated the quest monster. We did indeed. So let's actually go hand that in, because like with most RPGs, I'm always concerned about if you do the main quest, if it'll lock me out of handing in the optionals. So we're going to go ahead and make sure. I'm pretty sure it doesn't do that, but for the sake of my crushing anxiety over screwing something up, we're going to go hand it in right now. What's up, Otto? Hey, we got U material. That's awesome. Yeah, and a lot of it, too. Cool. That actually helps us out a lot, because what it means is we can go put that U material to use upgrading some stuff. Oddvin. We already bought the weapons, didn't we? That we need? Oh, we have one new weapon which can go to Elliot. I'm probably not even going to do. Customize weapons. Customize. We will upgrade that. And that. Get Reen and Elisa's weapons upgraded. I probably should have upgraded Laura's now that I think about it. It's gonna screw up by me, but that's fine. That actually still works. He sells Scepter. Obtains Septon attacks from crafts. That's actually pretty cool. I almost want it, but I can't get it, obviously. Let's exchange our Sept Mass while we're here. Why not? Cool. You can sell your other Sept for money. It's not worth it, though. The value of Sept is much higher than the amount of Mira you're going to get from selling it. Unless you're super late in the game and it's like you have way too much, then it's worthwhile, but otherwise I wouldn't recommend it. We're going to drop a rest here just because I happen to already be in town. I might actually try and use some of our Sept to upgrade our Arcus units as well. Just doing some busy work, you know, the usual. Wait. What the heck's going on over here? Wait, is he teasing her again? Really? What? Wow. No, you're right. The kid's actually pretty mean. That's really not nice. Yeah, kid. Oh. Oh, okay. So Oddvin was going to try and step in and take care of the problem, but he didn't get to. Let's open that. So the ones at the start of the line are cheaper than the ones later on, so you're usually better off trying to go that route wherever you can. We could also use this Sept to make more quartz, but I don't... You get a lot of quartz in the game. For the most part, you don't really need to make any. We could, certainly, but I'm not too worried about it. You can also change the faceplate. It's just such a minor thing that they let you do. I don't really know why. To be totally honest, it's mostly like a DLC trap, I think. But gotta do what you gotta do to make some money here and there, I guess. And it's kind of unobtrusive, so I don't mind it. Breath, that could be good. EP. Shield's really not a bad choice, just in general. Let's check. So Laura has a bunch of open slots, and I think what I'm going to do is actually dump a bunch of stats on her. Detection gives her some strength, so let's go that route. And then we'll put breath on you. I think that'll be good. Because the quartz that gives stats, I personally put them mostly on characters that aren't casting spells, because people who are casting spells, I prefer to have a little bit more options. Later on, we'll build some characters towards like having a small handful of spells and having those spells do a lot of damage. But for the time being, we're gonna mostly have stats go to characters that need them.
Bring it on. Here we go.
Anyway, we need to get rid of these bugs before they ruin my day. Wait, didn't we rest? Oh, wait, never mind. Laura has much more stats because I just gave them to her. Which I should have rested after the fact, but whatever.
I can do this.
My own fault. One of them's asleep, one's frozen, and that one's dead. Cool.
My turn.
End him? Oh my goodness, that's a lot of damage.
My turn.
Cool.
Okay, it's safe for now.
I guess Laura really doesn't need a weapon upgrade at this point. She does so much damage as it is. It's not... Like, certainly she could do more. I just mean, it's not a big deal if she doesn't have more damage. I'm gonna run past that guy here. Just because the slugs take a while to kill. Ow, this is gonna hurt.
Too slow.
I just wish that it didn't have enough range to hit the whole team every time. Like, it would be ideal if that just was not the case. Granted, I could spread the team out a bunch more, but like I choose not to do that, so that way the fights go faster, because otherwise we have to spend a bunch of time running around. Ow.
My turn. Huh? Evil will fall before my blade.
Okay, well. As much fun as that was, let's heal up a little here. Is it worth it to use that? Do you have any party heals, I wonder? I don't think that it's an option, to be honest. We have some cookies. Let's eat those. And then we'll have Laura use a heal here. I like putting heal on, like a basic heal, on characters that don't use arts occasionally. That way you can make use of their EP out of battle to heal, because otherwise they're not really using it in the fight anyway. And it saves the EP of the characters who actually need it for combat spells.
I can do this. Go.
I can't believe we ended up in a fight against literally one enemy.
Nicely done, Elisa.
High five!
Same to you. That was great.
Woo. Let's check on these guys. Why not? They did. I think they told us to come back and chat at some point. Oh. I mean, I enjoy books. Red Moon Rose. Woo. I want to point out the Red Moon Rose are a series of books that appear throughout the game that you collect. Collecting all of them, you get a reward at the end. I can't honestly remember what it is. I just vaguely remember where all of them are, because I remember that they are actually totally missable. If you miss one, you're just screwed. You can't get it back. So I remember hammering in my head where they were. So that being said, I can't guarantee I actually remember where every single one is. We're just going to try our best to get them all. What's up, Paul? Yeah, okay. Well, I mean, considering the road, I imagine there's a lot of monsters in the forest if it's worse than the road. It's closed for maintenance. Well, we know that that's a lie, so I guess we'll take matters into our own hands. Sorry, a yawn overtook me. Okay. Well, there's no one in front of it anymore. Oh. Lunaria Nature Park.
Doesn't seem like anybody's here. I wonder what happened to those bossy guys who were here before. If they really are the culprits, maybe they've run away already?
That's a lot of stuff to
This
move
woodland is too dense to reliably intuit whether anyone awaits within.
into it. Does Laura mean when Reen talks about sensing people's presence, we can't do that, I guess, because it's too big? I guess that makes sense. We're kind of limited in where on range. It is interesting, though, Elliot commenting that maybe they've already left. We know that they didn't use the train, and I imagine it would be difficult to move that amount of goods quickly without it being noticed, especially since it's the same day as the event, or rather that everyone found out that it was stolen.
What's this?
It's...
That's one of those bracelets. Yeah, that's one of the bracelets he was trying to sell.
How did a bracelet come to be in a place such as this?
Just as I thought.
Well, I mean, it confirms our suspicion.
This bracelet has the same design on it as the ones that the merchant from the capital was planning on selling.
There's only one explanation for how they got here.
Really?
You're sure?
Positive. There's not a doubt in my mind that it was designed by the same person. Care to give a second opinion on that, Laura?
I'm hardly qualified to weigh in on recent trends. But there do seem to be a number of similarities between this bracelet and the merchant's goods.
So the fact that it's here means...
That we have at least enough evidence to go and investigate. Plausible
It's
cause.
extremely likely the culprits we're looking for are inside this park.
Probable cause? What am I thinking? Whatever. It's fine.
Sure seems that way to me.
But she's locked from the
It
inside.
only opens from the inside. I suppose that leaves us little choice.
C4?
Are you going to destroy it?
Will you be able to?
The lock seems quite solid, but my sword should be strong enough to...
Wait,
I imagine Laura could just destroy the whole damn gate if she
I'll
really
do
wanted
it.
to.
I can get it done more quietly.
Oh?
Interesting.
Really?
I guess that is something to consider. Us smashing this gate's going to be real
What are you
loud if
going
we
to
go
do?
that way. Not that we necessarily want to hide, but I guess it would be better off that we maintain...
The 8 Leaves, 1 Blade School's 4th form. Autumn Leaf Cutter.
We use it all the time.
Seriously?
Hype.
Wow! You cut it right in two!
That is pretty cool.
I did. Thankfully.
Spectacular. It's an honor bearing witness to one of the skills of the 8 Leaves School.
I guess that's what he was practicing when he put out the candle with his sword swing.
Thanks.
Just,
But I'm still more or less a beginner.
I guess it's considerably stronger if he can cut steel with it.
Anyway, we don't have much time left. Let's head inside and see if we can find them.
Alrighty.
We need to find them before the sun starts to set.
Looks like we can still make it after all.
Excellent. Come then, we must make haste.
Alrighty, everybody's hyped and ready. Let's get in there. Lunaria Nature Park 1. That means there's a part 2. Interesting.
There's tons of little stone monuments in here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's my turn. What do you think they're supposed to be?
Ooh,
Right. I imagine they
Here
were
we go.
made by the animists in this province.
animists. Just an old religion, presumably. I would assume they're not talking about, like, an actual animism, like the kind that happened in... That happens... Like the stuff from our world. That is not in this alternate universe. I guess I don't actually know what's behind this thing, but I guess I was right.
I can do this.
The jelly shroom.
Now!
We took piercing damage, and he took slashing damage. Not a ton of it, though.
There!
At least they don't appear to be magic-only targets.
Go!
I've got you!
Right.
We need to get a scan in
Analyzing
while we get
enemy
the
attack
chance,
patterns.
so let's do that. I don't want to have to be chasing these guys
Analysis
around like those
complete.
tomatoes. Massively swollen fungus paralyzes organisms that approach it and slowly feeds on their nutrients. Well, that's disturbing. Please die.
I can do this. Fire!
Here we go.
Kill it.
Go.
Kill it with arrows and swords and bubbles.
Right.
We got triple advantage. These guys are never going to get a turn in. So we're never going to see what they do to us on their turns, but I have a fairly good idea it's going to involve paralysis and then basic attacks. There's a lot of these totems. They look like tombstones, but maybe they're more like an Inukshuk or something like that.
The advantage is ours.
Triple advantage.
I can do this.
I keep forgetting. I kind of want to spread the team out a little bit more, like I was mentioning earlier, so I should probably do that between one of these fights, but once the fight ends, I just immediately, I'm like, oh, we got to keep going. Let's keep running.
Right.
Oh.
Good night.
Of course.
Sleepy times. Oh, that's a lot of damage.
I'll back you up.
Is he still getting hit by the golden sphere? He is. Awesome.
I can do this.
Oh, man.
Fire! Go!
My roommate's dog upstairs is freaking out over something. If you can hear it, I apologize.
Hey.
It's my turn. Huh. All right, let's keep on moving.
Great. All right.
Alright. Oh, got turned around. Sprint. Sprinty lad. Okay. So that's the front. That's the back. That's
Now's
triple
our chance.
advantage.
We can do this.
Hype. We get it.
Here we go. Now's our chance.
And I
I've got
forgot.
you.
Again.
My
To move
turn.
him.
Right. Hey.
One of these times we'll
I
get
can
it.
do this.
It's an interesting area here. Just classic forest dungeon as far as I can tell. So,
My turn. Huh?
Right. Fire! Now!
Got ya.
more high
Nicely done,
fives.
Louisa.
Same to you. That was great.
We did it. Yeah, it's interesting. So they said that the place was being closed down for maintenance, and everybody believes them, but I mean, what are they maintaining exactly? Is it just the trail, maybe? Now, we established at a certain point that, or they established in the first dungeon how it's kind of non-canon, the exact layout of these places. Because,
Advantage is ours.
when they talk about like how Machias left in the schoolhouse, how he like left and came back but never ran into the girls, you could kind of explain that away with how they just happened to not see each other. But perhaps it's the case that the exact layout is not like the layout that we see this area in is not necessarily the layout that the story implies. Like the forest is actually bigger, right? We're just kind of on the path.
I've got you.
As a result, perhaps this place is really, really big.
Hey. You still have a lot of training to do.
And we're just sort of following this maintained path that we're, that is meant to be explored. I'd be interested to really have a confirmed answer one way or the other, but ultimately it's
It's a treasure chest.
more important, so
Now's
really
our
that
chance.
we're
We can
just
do this.
have to pay attention to a lot of the imagery and the small things that are happening around here. In particular with they mention animists, And those
Let's go.
totems.
My turn.
So we could stop to really take a look at them and see what they look like, what's written on them, maybe?
Now's
I
our
think,
chance.
come to think of it, I don't know if the language the written language in this game is English. I don't think it is for some reason.
Good night.
Of course.
I think we kill them right here. I think Elisa's got this. Oh, never mind. Totally
my
wrong. Wait, she got another turn? That's nuts.
Fire.
She's flying all over the battlefield.
My turn.
My turn. Ta!
Kill it. Ooh.
We should keep going.
Alright. We're just kind of steamrolling the enemies around here, which is nice. Laura got to level up. A citrus bottle. Oh,
This way's a dead end.
it seems to be.
Yeah, this park covers a lot more area than I was expecting.
For some reason... We had a first-person mode, didn't we?
It's my turn.
My turn.
Right.
Go.
I'm pretty sure we did. Huh, that's weird. I'm just trying to see. It doesn't look like we could read what's written on them, but... And they all look identical, which I'm sure is like a technical concern more so than anything, other than the size difference, which... Oh,
That looks like a strong one. Be careful.
what is that? That is a giant ape with ram horns? How does that come to
Watch out.
be?
This is a tough one.
Oh, we have a single
can do
advantage
this.
at least. Okay. Well, they're really bunched up.
Go.
I guess we just go to town on them and see what happens.
Go.
Well, they're tanky, that's clear.
Got you.
My turn.
They susceptible to sleep, maybe?
Good night.
Oh, I forgot to examine those bugs, didn't I? That's a rip for me.
Off guard. I'll back you up.
We'll have to scan these guys at some point during this fight, assuming they don't murder me. Which we're about to find out if that's going to happen. Ouch. Reen, no. Oh my goodness. Please don't hit Reen. Okay. Okay,
It's
so
my
they
turn.
just knock us down immediately, and we do almost no damage to them. That's excellent. Okay. They are getting kind of low, though, which is good. Is Reen going to get up? No? Weak to fire, hopefully? That's not bad. He's burned, which is also good. Maybe I can get another sleep here. I just really need to thin their numbers a little bit here. Reen's dead. That's not good.
I'm sorry, everyone.
Okay.
I can do
One
this.
down. Link with Elliot, because he's the only other one that's up. Get Reen up. If nothing else, Reen might take another hit here, which would be good for us. Please don't die. No, he died.
I'm
Okay.
sorry, everyone.
Ouch. Alright, Elliot didn't get knocked
My
down.
turn.
That's awesome. Are either of these guys low? Not really. Let's
Keep it up,
resounding
everyone.
beat. Since there are still 3 of us here, and the defense up
It's
plus
my
the
turn.
health is going to matter.
Arcus,
Use breath, why not? Just top us off. Mostly because I want to make sure Elliot doesn't get killed right here.
Thanks.
That's a crit turn, but I think it's going to go to the guy that's further away, and I don't think he can close the gap. Perfect. Ouch. Alright, Laura's up. Please don't be down. Okay, awesome. You're going to need to deal damage here, Elliot. Do we know... Oh my goodness. Alright,
Arcus activate.
why were there 3 for the first fight? Oh my goodness, he's knocked down. That's not good.
Of course. Shatter.
Try and get defense down on this guy. At least it's not up yet. Laura dodged it and got the counter. That's good. Elliot's not up yet. It's a good thing we use that resounding beat because that gets us that constant like health trickle coming in each turn, and that helps us stay alive while we're downed. We do no damage. What the heck? What is with these enemies? Like, why would they make them so strong?
Right.
Just blessed arrow, I guess.
Hang in there.
That's a lot of healing. No wonder they shorten the range so much. Can we get up, please? Like, what is going on?
Right. Arcus,
Let's get Reen up, I guess, since we're just doomed over here.
Thanks.
Elliot's down. That's about that time. Laura's gonna get crit for free.
I can do this.
Still not up.
Let's go.
Maybe I can get some damage in here.
Arcus, activate.
Need to try and get our CP back up because it reset back to 0.
Wasn't strong enough.
Laura's down. Awesome. If I can lower them to 1 left, then we'll be in good shape, but...
I can't.
Oh my goodness. Alright, we're alive. I have a Celestial Balm. I don't know where I got all these items. I have a Celestial Balm. We're going to use it on Laura. It's going to be our panic item, I guess, here. That gets Laura up with full health. Reen's going to start throwing fire bolts from over there. That way he's not in range to get hit. Laura's going to get knocked down immediately. I love it. Okay, that guy's going to die.
Not here. Now.
I think Reen kills him. Yes, cool. Now that there's 1 left, this is much more manageable. Just keep hitting with fire bolts for now.
Not here.
Let's get some distance. See if he decides to follow. He doesn't. Okay. Got the burn.
Not here.
Oh, we're out of EP. That's not good. Okay. We could salvage this. I'm just kind of more annoyed by how much I'm getting beaten up.
Wasn't strong enough.
My turn.
Reen's going to keep shooting fire bolts, and this guy's never going to close the gap in time before he dies, so...
It's my turn.
I'm more annoyed by the fact that those two are going to be down, so they're not going to get... Oh, he burned to death.
Let's
Cool.
keep on moving.
I don't think they get experience. Oh, no, they do. Just less.
I did it.
I guess they only get experience from the ones that died while they were up. All right, well, that was harrowing experience that I don't want to really happen again. The fact that this menu resets every time after using 1 is a slight oversight, in my opinion. They actually have some accessories here. Prevents faint. Well, there we go. That's why they gave us that. Okay. Alright. Tactics. Let's space this party out a little bit more than what we have been. There we go. Alright, and then we didn't actually examine them, I don't think. Yeah, so we'll have to scan the Bladehorn and the Gordy Chiefs. So it's a monkey called Gordy, and those were Chiefs. And they put us against 3 of them to start. That's terrifying. Alright. Granted, I'm playing on hard mode. I can't really complain.
Oh,
But
there's a stream here. This seems like a nice spot.
I mean, it's a nice nature park. Definitely looks cool.
We can do this.
My turn.
I didn't actually heal Reen, now that I look at it. I'm sure we'll be fine.
chance.
I've got you.
Oh, she got
It's
the
my
freeze.
turn.
Cool. Zero arts are always appreciated. What are these guys weak to? I think it's fire. Let's try it out. They weak to fire? They appear to be. Elemental efficacy appears to imply that he is weak to it, but I don't actually know what the numbers mean,
turn.
like from a percentage standpoint.
Arcus activate. Hut.
Right.
Plunk.
Right.
For right now, I'm just trying to be a little conservative in the amount of resources I'm burning, trying to kill these guys.
My turn.
Mostly because I don't really have a reason to, like, really go all out. They're all pretty weak, and also they're not going to get turns anytime soon.
Here we go.
So I'll just go kill this guy.
My turn.
Oh, that's not good. I don't think Laura can close. Oh, she can. Okay, never mind. We're good.
You still have a lot of training to do.
Angel reached level 2. She gets Fortuna. And yeah, okay. That's also why Elisa didn't die in that last fight when her HP hit 0. She actually gets the bonus of getting 1 free life. And as it levels up, as you can see, it increases in strength. It's actually something to note. Each of the Master Course does something. So Force, Reens gets him more CP when he kills an enemy. Angel gives you an automatic revival. He has increased potency to healing arts from Cannon, so that's actually pretty nice. And then Brave just gives her a strength bonus, which is why she does so much damage. So yeah, beginning of the battle, her strength is raised. So for 1 turn, her first attack basically is always going to do a ton of damage. That's why she hurts so much. She says a 25% increase to her raw stats. That's one of the interesting things about the Master Quartz is you can really change your characters if you use some of them. Certain ones can have a very significant effect on just how the character plays. In Reen's case, because he gets CP from every kill, you're incentivized to just throw out special abilities like mad.
Now's our chance.
I've got you.
My turn.
Because he's able to sustain his CP so much more than anybody else would be able to.
Analysis complete.
Alright, Blade Horn. Uses force. Horn resembling a blade.
Right.
Uses it to break things. Okay. Cool.
Off guard.
He's gonna be dead soon, so I'm not too
Pick you
worried.
up.
It's my turn. Huh. Go.
Got it. My turn. Go.
I can't believe that thing lived.
I've got
Ugh.
you.
Right. Huh. Evil will fall before my blade.
Hey, Brave leveled up. And now she gets 2 turns of 25% increase to her strength. So, like we were saying, just changes how your character plays. Now, Laura is going to be much stronger at the start of every fight, so you got to kind of keep in the back of your mind, hey, Laura's strength is going to be really good, but it actually falls off. Which is interesting, because it sort of plays to the character. So, like, Elisa is able to...
It's a treasure chest.
Elisa's able to
our
stay
chance.
in
We
the
can do
fight
this.
even when it seems like she wouldn't be able to.
My turn.
When she wouldn't be able to. Reen is able to just keep
There.
drawing out more and more endurance and strength and abilities just through like defeating enemies and whatnot and being able to maintain momentum, as it were. Elliot heals people more, sort of a compassionate character. And Laura, like physically speaking, she has a big heavy weapon that she's able to do a lot of damage with, but her damage falls off, where almost like she tries hard and then
You
runs
fought
out of
well,
stamina.
Henry.
It's all I can do to keep up with you.
So it kind of plays into their characters in a way. Not like perfectly, or
I can't sense anyone in this area.
it kind of plays into their characters in a way. Not like perfectly, but it seems like there's at least some amount of thought put into which abilities go to who and why. Which I kind of like. I think it's interesting where you start... It's always good to meld portions of your mechanics with your story. Like, if your
A
character's
challenging foe. We should engage it.
personality is such, they should play a certain way. What is happening?
Here we go.
Okay. This is terrifying.
Let's do this.
Alright.
Leave it to
Leave
me.
it to me.
I can do this.
Strength up. Let's, Okay, this got real spooky real fast.
Hang in there.
Thanks.
Keep it up, everyone!
I gotta treat this like a boss fight, but now I'm just like really in here of, okay, how do we do this? Earth Cleaver is gonna slow them. Hopefully that means that they won't be able to close the gap on their turn as easily. Laura can take that. This guy shouldn't be able to get close enough. That guy is. Of course, Reen immediately gets knocked unconscious. Cool.
I can do this.
We're gonna start getting pushed back real fast here. I can't believe, why are they so fast?
You have my thanks.
Okay, good.
Fool.
The miss. We'll take that. He actually took a lot of damage there, which is good. Now, we're gonna bust something out the game hasn't actually talked about yet, which is S crafts. Laura actually starts with one. I assume the game thinks I know what they are, but I don't think the tutorial has happened yet. What these are is their signature crafts, or like special abilities that are unique to each character, that they have just one really powerful ability. Now, Laura starts with one here, and we're going to use it and pray that it saves us.
Behold, my most powerful strike! Radiant blade dance!
It's basically big laser sword attack. Okay.
We should keep going.
Hype. That killed them all. There are incredibly powerful abilities, and they cost all of your CP bar. So you need to have above 100 CP to cast them,
It's a treasure chest.
and they consume everything, even more than... So if you have 101, it'll cost 101. If you have 150, it'll cost 150, 200, 200. But it has a minimum payment of 100, basically. Which is why Laura only has 8 now. They do a incredible amount of damage, but they put they exhaust your character, basically. In that scenario, because everything was so bunched up, it was just really the only solution. Because otherwise we were going to get pushed into that wall and we would all have died. So, wow. I didn't think we would get fights that hard, to be honest. So I can tell that the difficulty is certainly ramping up. So I'll have to be a little bit more deliberate here. I was trying not to use it, because I do know she has it, obviously. There's an indicator on the bottom of your character. You'll have a little circle below their portrait. Laura's will light up with like a little fire icon, basically, when she hits 100 CP to let you know you can cast the ability. But the game doesn't actually tell you about them, I don't think, until a little later.
That's that.
So
Let's keep
you just
moving.
got a sneak peek there. Alright, Celestial Balm. Just saving compulsively again. Oh, 3 sections. There's a lot of enemies in there. What the heck? Oh,
Just how deep does this forest go?
yeah, you're telling me.
We must be pretty far in now. I'd imagine we're almost there.
A lot more of these totems. Well, let's get rid of this guy here. Oh. Almost got snuck up on him for free. That is a panda.
I can do this. Fire!
The other issue here is I did not scan one of those big apes,
Right!
which is kind of annoying because it means I'm going to have to go back and fight another one when I get the chance. Let's scan the Sasa panda. Why does he have a weapon?
Analysis complete.
A surprisingly ferocious panda monster wields a piece of bamboo like a weapon to fight off its enemy. Is no one asking questions here? Why does it know how to use tools?
Turn to flames.
Usually that's a big deal when
My turn.
when animals learn how to use tools. I guess it's a monster, so maybe that's a little different, but regardless, it's using a tool, and that's weird.
My turn.
Also, we're killing pandas.
Okay, it's safe for now.
It's kind of an endangered species in reality, to my knowledge. Okay.
It's a treasure chest.
That treasure chest looks terrifying. Let's open it anyway. What could go wrong?
Bring it on.
I can do
Okay. Well, this didn't actually look as bad as the last fight we were in, so that's... Or as the last fight we almost died in. And we have full resources for the most part.
this. Hang in there.
You have my thanks.
Okay. We're still going to treat this fight like we're about to die, so let's go ahead and get some buffs going. Okay. That's not too bad on damage.
Here we go.
Reen. You can hit a lot of enemies here, so we're just going to do it.
Now's our chance.
I've got you.
In total, that's a lot of damage, but it's going to put Reen in this kind of scary spot. I really want to get rid of these bugs, just because there's so many of them, and they'll be easier to kill, so just getting rid of them right now is probably ideal.
Right.
Okay. We can probably keep Reen alive if they focus on him predominantly.
Arcus activate.
For now, I'm going to see what that other ape does. Nothing. Is he CC'd? I didn't even notice. Is he like stunned or something? Oh, he's paralyzed. Type. Okay. Let's get Detector going while we have this very brief opportunity.
Analysis complete.
Gordy Chief, a primate that dwells in the forest. It blows are powerful enough to knock the recipients unconscious. Okay. Well, I mean, we kind of found that out, but they drop U material, which is a big deal because that's like a rare thing to find, so I'm almost inclined to kill them, or if I had the choice, if it were up to me, I would farm them for it, but we're not going to do that.
Now, I'll pick you up.
I can do this.
Why can't she move and shoot this? Okay.
Let's go.
Tealus on him. He might be unconscious soon. Go ahead and heal him. Reen's taking it pretty well, even though he's kind of on the ground getting pummeled. Ow. Sleep, please. Nope. I'm not so lucky.
I can do this.
Can I get a burn, maybe?
Turn
This
to
one?
flames.
That'd be cool.
Burn.
No. No such luck. Am I unconscious again? Really?
Of course.
I wish you had like an immunity. Like, if you get unconscious, you can only like you at least get a turn, like one more hit before you can just get knocked down again. Otherwise, these enemies kind of put you in a death spiral very easily. Wait, why did he just turn? What? The heck was that?
Keep it up, everyone.
I'm gonna specifically buff Reen here, just so he doesn't die.
I can do this.
And we're gonna
Turn to
flamberge.
flames.
Please burn.
Burn.
Please give us the burn. Awesome, we got it. That's some damage. I don't know what they're doing. I'm very confused.
Shatter.
Let's get Laura in there, why not? Oh, he burned to death. Laura got punched, but that's okay. Is Reen gonna get up? He is. Cool. I think we got this guy on the run now, finally.
I can do this.
Yeah, like legitimately, I don't know what he's doing. He just keeps turning around. Heat wave, I guess?
Here we go.
Freeze. Awesome.
Off guard. I'll pick you up. Oh, we did it.
Cool.
Great!
All right.
Not bad.
Heat wave. Woo. Drop a save. Double back a little bit here just to make sure we didn't miss anything. There's a box. What's in the box? Nothing's in the box. Alright, awesome. I guess they're crates,
Watch out, guys.
not really boxes.
Here we go!
Semantic issue, maybe.
There!
All the same. Let's kill some more bugs.
It's my turn.
Please?
Let's go.
Yes.
Right. Good night.
I'm interested to see what that horde of monsters in that little hole look like.
Off guard.
I'll pick you up.
Elliot? Hey! Finishing them off. Although it kind of makes this golden sphere a bit of a waste.
Right.
Right.
Hey, twofer.
Let's go.
And
Good job, Elliot. Oh my goodness.
turn.
Cut that panda in half.
We should keep going.
Nicely done.
Ugh, we're on that RPG grind, my dudes. Not that we're grinding necessarily, just that just making our way. Oh my goodness. Okay. I guess we gotta fight them all.
It's a treasure chest.
I don't know how I'm gonna do that, but can I hit multiple targets at once? I can't.
Enemy
Okay.
sighted! Take him out!
I guess we just gotta I guess we gotta make our way through them all. There's so many, dude.
Let's go.
I think they're weak to fire.
My turn.
Do you have fire? You do.
Arcus activate.
Yeah, they seem to take a lot of fire damage. My goodness, he lived. That's no fair. Firebolt? Oh, that's actually really good damage. Kill both of them, please. The double kill, though. Ow.
Here we go! Now's our chance!
I've got you.
I think that's the first time we've seen them attack. I can't believe he gets a 1-for-1 damage to heal. That's crazy. Not that he does a ton of damage necessarily, but the fact that he heals for all of it is a little nuts.
Go!
Oh, I'm paralyzed.
Arcus, activate!
I can still cast spells, though. I guess I don't have a somatic component.
I can do this. That takes care of them.
Woo! We did it. Oh,
Enemies ahead. We'll have to fight.
I tried to move. Didn't take.
Hang in there.
Thanks! My turn! There!
Right.
Ugh.
Good night.
I don't know why, but I'm kind of sleepy.
Of course.
It's not the game, I promise. Been sleepy the whole time. I'm actually quite enjoying myself playing this. Really wanted to get back to some more trails of Cold Steel. Ugh. Bamboo sledgehammer. Is that what that
I
is?
can do this.
What? Sledgehammer?
Let's go.
It's a stick, dude. Ooh, what a hit. Marina's taking some damages right here.
Arcus
heal him.
activate.
I'm pretty sure Elliot heals a lot.
Thanks!
Yeah, 1200, that's pretty solid.
Right. Hey!
Alright,
You still have a lot of training to do.
we did it.
Is that a treasure chest?
Ooh, Okay.
The advantage is ours.
Get an advantage on this one.
Here we go.
I can get hit a little less. Oh, I did it wrong. No!
Now's
I'm
our
getting
chance.
lazy, dudes. Getting lazy.
It's my turn.
For some reason, I remember Golden Sphere did nothing
My
to
turn.
these guys, so I'm not going to bother. Can I get both? No, I can't. We're going to focus on the ones we have already dealt damage to, just that way we can thin their numbers,
Of course.
just in case we accidentally actually have to fight them.
Ah!
I can do this.
Go.
It's a Zero Art's turn. Let's go for a Firebolt. Why not?
My turn.
Yeah, these guys definitely don't like fire. That much is certain.
Arcus activate.
If even Reen is doing a lot of damage, then you know. Because Reen's art strength, if I remember, was not fantastic. At least compared to the
My turn.
actual casters.
You still have a lot of training to do.
We did it! Just gonna sit back a little bit here. Oh, he's facing...
Now's our chance.
This is what I'm talking about. When you get an enemy where you don't actually know what's the front, because they don't have eyeballs.
Turn to flames. Burn!
Here we go.
It may be loud for just a moment. There we go. Fixed it. Alrighty. Let's continue on our merry way.
Ha! Go.
Die, shrooms!
I've got you.
They do still take damage from physical attacks, which is interesting, because most of the other soft-looking enemies really don't. But this guy's... These guys still seem to. It's a nice, nice change of pace from the slugs and the
My turn.
slugs on the rock enemies we were fighting before.
Now's our chance.
I've got you. Right.
Right. Ah! Oh, we did it.
Alrighty. Well, at least we're getting a lot of experience,
It's a
so
treasure chest.
it's not all bad.
Now's our chance. Let's get him. Here we go.
Oh, there's only 2. Excellent.
There. Ha!
Right. Fire.
I feel like we can just
Right.
lay into them and we should be fine.
My turn. Huh?
Right.
At least I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure we can just kill them like that.
Ah!
My turn. Ha! Go.
I've got you.
Woo!
Nicely done, Elisa.
Victory
Thank
poses.
you. That was great.
We'll get more of those as we get different combinations. For the time being, we just have the team as it stands now. We have one more combo, I think. Well, we've seen we haven't seen Elisa and Laura, I don't think, with a victory pose. We might do that. Yeah, why not? Actually, now that I think about it. Swap those around. We'll have the ladies together.
Oh, hey. There's an orbment charging station.
We must be in the most remote reaches of the park.
Interesting. Well, let's charge. It's interesting. We encounter a lot of like ancient stuff wherever we go, whenever we end up in a dungeon. So like in the old schoolhouse, there's a lot of like ancient tech and weird things that are going on, like magical elements outside of the orbments we're aware of. And then we go into this forest and we encounter another orbment charging station, which is kind of interesting. Again, because it's a question of like who put this here. But also we have like those animist totems and stuff. Okay. yeah, we'll give it a look and see what happens. But for the time being, it's definitely kind of interesting what's going on here. We got some U material now that I think about it, so we can actually customize our weapons right here for some reason. So we're going to do that. We're going to go ahead and upgrade Laura's stuff. Okay, now that that's done, I think we can also do modifications to our Arcus units. So let's see if we've got any opportunity to work with there. We don't actually have a ton of quartz on us now that I think about it. Let's actually check what we've got for spare quartz. Never mind, we actually have quite a few things we could slot in here. Some airstrike, some heat wave. Let's I feel like Elliot could use an extra slot here. Okay. Well, let's save now that we've rested and swapped out some equipment. Do we have any way to get some CP back? We don't. I think CP usually is recovered by food.